Hello, good morning, and welcome to episode 13 of Timberborn Overflow Outpost. So we are about 2 cycles after um, episode 12. And that's because I've been letting the game run, um, just going around the map, thinking about things to do because I'm honestly kind of stumped, or I was at least. So we're here. And I've got some ideas. So what I'm going to do, since we're at the end of this bad tide, I'm just going to get the game rolling. So that we can end this bad tide and hopefully start setting some other things out. Now, what I want to do, let's see, I can turn that off. I want to get rid of all of this. Because I've got a plan for this area, and it does not involve these power shafts along here. So we're going to do all of that. And all of this should hopefully be picked up. No storage space for... Right. So what I'm going to do, come over here. We're going to do suspension bridge. Hello. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start getting this put in. Yeah. So let's see, we'll come all the way up here. That's not gonna work. No, this needs to come up. Okay, wait a second. Let's do this. Like that, and then like that. Right, so now, yeah, that's gonna work better. Okay, so this can come up here. There we go. So doing this because I don't think we have... I think logs are another issue in terms of storage space. So, I mean, planks are fine. Because, I mean, we're consuming them. So, you know what? I can pause. Let's pause these. We'll just leave one running. Because then those gear workshops are going to consume those planks. And that'll be a lot easier for us. So, also, this isn't filling... Oh, because I closed both of these. That's what it is. This one, and I closed that one as well. Okay. So, let's see. This is 6%. Okay. All right. So that one's close. I do want to prioritize all of this, though, because I don't want it to disintegrate. So we'll do all of that. Okay. So I also need to come down here so I can get rid of all of these. Okay, and then also going to run this path along here so that we don't forget it, because that's going to be somewhat important. Let's see, all of this is going, so these can be demolished. Hopefully that happens soon. I know this is going to take majority of their attention, but that's fine. And speaking of this mine, I did also build this one, because, again, we were full of logs, and I didn't want all of these beavers and all of the builders to just be sitting, so I put this in. This, I do believe, is the only thing that I put in. I don't think I changed anything else. We are, however, almost 3 days into this bad tide, and this hasn't been cleared out. So, I mean, it's at 7%. That'll happen soonish. What is... Oh, this! Because this was finished. So, let's see. Are we going to get bad tide today? Drought? Nope. Okay. So, I was correct. In the last episode when we put this in, I said, that there was that the output of these mechanical fluid pumps was 0.25 CMS. So if we hop into dev mode here, and click on the water seep, we can see that the strength is 1. So that means that this should technically be able to have 5 or 4 technically, kind of. I say technically kind of because I put a stream gauge in here and deleted it, but it said 0.2. It didn't say 0.25. So I'm kind of leaning towards 0.25, but I heard that in another YouTube video, so that could be wrong. With the information that the stream gauge gave me, it was only 0.2. So that's why I say 5. But anyways, so I think it might be worth putting in 4 more mechanical fluid pumps here, just so we can get as much water out of this as possible, because we've got another bad tide. So let's see, this is barely filled up at all, unfortunately. Yeah. So what I think I might want to do is delete this, just so that this gives us as much water from here as possible, versus keeping this filled. So yeah, I don't think we need to keep this filled anymore. Yeah, I don't think there's a point to it anymore. Or at least right now, until we can maybe get a few more in here, and get some more water flowing out of this, then, maybe, but I don't think right now it's worth doing. But anyways, what is worth doing, I guess will be easy now that we've got a bad tide incoming. I want to get all of the water out of here. So I'll keep this sluice closed, and then open this one so that we can drain all of this, because I want to get down here and collect all of this scrap metal, because as you can see, we have 1. So yeah, the project that I have incoming is going to take, most likely, I haven't done the math, so don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than 780 metal blocks, so we're definitely going to need to start that. So with that, what I want to do also, come over here, I want to do, let's see, scavenger flag, so we'll just do 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Yeah, because that's the last of the scrap metal. Oh, nope, just kidding. This is the last of the scrap metal. But I don't think we need to start on this one just yet, since we'll have a lot easier access to this one. Although I guess we've got easy access to the rest of these. You know what? No, it's fine. What I am going to do, however, is I'm going to put a few in here, and what I think I'll do is just set all of these to highest priority. So what we're going to do, bring a ladder down here. Okay. And then we'll have these come out maybe like here. And then we can get a couple in here. So we'll do... Right. And then we'll set all of these to highest workplace priority. And get all this water out as quickly as possible. Okay, all right, so a little bit more than half a day left in this temperate cycle. My plan, to get this reservoir filled as quickly as possible, since we've got, I think it's a maximum of 7 days that I put. So I will have to double check that, but I do believe it is 7 days, is our longest temperate cycle. So, let's see. This is 2.7. But I guess another thing is, right now I have these sluices closed. So a little bit of somewhat of an issue, I guess. Not really. This sluice and this sluice, actually the reason that I have them closed, is because once water immediately starts coming into here in this reservoir, it just flows straight out, because at the end of you know, bad tide or drought. This is obviously super low. So they just end up feeding this one, and then this one doesn't really do anything. So yeah, that's why I have these closed, because we just had a bad tide, and I wanted this source to fill up this, you know, reservoir, instead of, I guess technically now it's this source and these two, right? So yeah, that's where we are. But anyways, I want to get this one open, so that we can start with these. But what that does mean is, these really, I don't think I should put these on, because these aren't really going to last that much longer. Yeah, maybe not. Also, I want to, so that we can get rid of this whole contraption, I'm just going to come down here, delete these three, and then I'm going to do this so that we can get the materials. Where did they go? Okay, that wasn't really what I wanted, but that's fine. Okay, so we'll get rid of all of that. This is all, yeah, that's all gone. Okay, all right. Well, we'll do this then, I guess. Doesn't have to be a 2, but that's fine. Okay, so we'll get all of this prioritized. Cool. So, that's gone awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do over here, or I guess my intention for this area, right? So I want to do this. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what I want to do, since we've got this water seep here, I want to have this fill up at least somewhere. So you know what? Actually, we'll just do one. So that's going to go straight off the map to, you know, for bad water. And then we'll have this one come along this way. I really hope you can't hear the helicopter that is seemingly flying above my house. Right, so we'll have this come out here, which means that is this level. So this level comes over this way, this one. So we could fill higher than this. So what I want to do here is bring this up. Let's see, that also means this is going to have to be put in. And I think, oh wait, no. We can only go up to here. Right? So, wait a second. Because I might need to do some thinking. And get this done in a better way. So, let's see here. This, I think, might only need to be 1. Yeah, have a feeling. So yeah, this is going to have to come down 1. Okay, so that makes things a little bit more intricate, but I think it's fine. So, let's see. This still needs to go, however. So, we'll do that. And I'll just have them do this. Oh, wait a second. So, wait a minute. Wait. So, I don't want that. Huh. I was kind of hoping that we could get an extra level of water out of this, but, I mean, it's fine. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. This can come back along this way, and then we'll have this. Oh, that's not going to be necessary, actually. So, we'll do that. Get rid of those. Because, I mean, realistically, I don't think this is going to fill this area in the 7 days that we have, but I would like to be hopeful, and would somewhat like to plan for, I guess plan for the worst is the saying, even though we're intending to have you know, more water. So, I'm not sure. Because I don't really, because then that would mean that I would have to raise everything here, which is not ideal. Although I guess, no, I really don't want to do that. Okay, but what I do want to do is connect this, bring this over here, and fill this in. Right. Okay. So, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced this is going to work the way that I want it. I think it might just be worth raising this up. Yeah, we're going to raise it up. Yeah. Right, okay, so come and collect these so that we can bring this all back in. Let's see. So, what I can do, bring a path along this way and have a scavenger flag right here. We'll do 2. Okay, so my hope with these is that since these 2 are the closest ruins, that they'll come and do these first. So, I mean, it's 15 and 15, so it's 30. Hopefully they do that first. But anyways, oh no. Wait a minute. So if oh, this is not going to work the way that I wanted it to. No. This is not going to work the way that I wanted it to. I wanted, yeah, so like if I raise that up, then I'd have to delete all of the inventors and all, no. No. Okay, so we're going to do this. Right, because this is better. Because that involves a lot more work that I don't think is worth it. So we'll do this. Bring this over here. And you know what? No, we'll have this come around the side here. So how am I doing? Like that. Okay. Right, so then we'll delete that path once that time comes. What I think I also want to do is have a zip line from here over here, probably with a pylon in the middle here. Yeah, that's probably what's going to end up happening. Because there's no point in having all of this. It would be so much easier to just have this route around. So maybe we'll do that, actually, instead. I don't know. We'll see. We'll cross the bridge, I guess, when we get there. Figure it out when it happens. Right, so this needs to come along this way, and then this can come across here. Okay, so this now I don't think is going to work. Or at least not the way that I want it to. So let's see. Let's come down here. Or I guess, you know what we could do is just keep this at the level that it is, and then have a sluice here. Yeah, preventing it from overflowing. Yeah, that's just what's gonna have to happen. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Okay, so. All right, those are all gone. So we can get rid of all of this. We'll collect that. Bring these. Whoa, now. Okay, with the platforms, the paths, and the power line. There we go. Okay, all right. So what I think is just going to end up happening is having a ladder or something here. We'll see if the zipline happens. I'm not heart set on it, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, so also need to start laying dynamite here for another thought that I have. But I think that might, yeah, that can wait. Okay, but maybe one thing that can't wait. I want to have platforms here, or I guess all of this can wait realistically, but I do want this to happen because I want this path to move one behind. Right, so then we're going to have this path come across all the way over. I could keep it there, or what I think I'll actually do, something like this, something like this. Have our path come along this way and across there, and then do that. Right, and then all of this. Right, because this is where I want hydroponics to be. Hydroponics, not hydroponics. Aquatic farms. So, let's see. What's our range on this guy going to be? So this is going to have to be probably here. And then maybe another one over here. Yeah, that's probably okay. Right. So, let's see. I do also want this to change. Okay. One sneeze later. Let's see. So that started, and that should be as well. Right. Okay. So maybe what would be worth doing, setting this one to low priority. We'll copy, paste, and paste. Yeah, because I would rather have this. I would rather have them here getting all of this done. Okay, so let's see. This also can be done there. And this also needs to happen. Okay, all right. Well, we've got all of our builders. I wonder why. Where are all of them? Where are they? I feel like this should be happening a lot quicker than it is. Maybe log placement? Let's see. No, I mean, they're here. I'm just thinking that it should be happening a lot quicker than it is. Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. Okay, so I do also need to, I don't have any unemployed beavers, though. That's unfortunate, because I need to unpause the lumber mills, because we're about to use a whole lot of planks. A whole lot of planks for all of this. Okay. So, also, let's see here. How close are these? Both of them are pretty close. There it is. Okay, so these four. Okay, so those can happen hopefully today. I don't think all four will happen, but we'll see. Okay, so let's just prioritize them. Why don't we? Okay. I guess now that all of that's also done, we can do this and get this put in. Okay. Path, platform, and power. There we go. Okay, so now all of that's connected. That'll happen when it happens. Let's see. So I am going to need to I just want to do this for now. I do think we will put in the zip line, but I think this is going to be best for now. Yeah. What? So, yeah, no. I don't think we'll need to do that. Because then once these two levees get put in, then that'll all be connected. So we'll do this. So that they can do that before they do all of the platforms and everything. Okay, so one thing also needs to happen. I want this collected so that we can get rid of this suspension bridge and those ladders here. Okay, so we'll do that and this. And then we'll get that out of here also. This bridge, once they get all of this collected. Two more logs, and there it is. Okay, so now this all can be collected. Okay, not much water left in here. Let's see. Yeah, 0.19. Okay, so hopefully that will be out of here in maybe a day or two. I guess, you know what? I should have just done this because all we're relying on right now is evaporation. So we'll get those in. I do also want to raise these. So that will have to happen also. Yeah, and I mean, I guess we can put a water pump here in case we need to get down to get this water. Yeah, let's do it anyways. That's too high. Okay, so we'll do that and then that. So let's see. This is workplace highest priority. And then those will get rebuilt when they get rebuilt. So I guess now that this has all been removed, what we can do is pretty much delete this entire contraption. Because this is a big waste of just time and beaver energy and everything. So let's just get all of this collected. All of this here also. There we go. Okay, yeah, because that's, I mean, not a lot of planks, but it's a fair bit of planks that we can use over here. Plus, we're going to need a lot more for the project that I have planned. So, yeah, you know what? Maybe we should also... let's see. So, I guess now would be a really good time to do something like this. Let's see. What do I want to do over here? I want to have this and a 5 here. That just means that we can't really use this yet. So we'll do that. And we'll do this. Get this connected upward. That's unfortunate. Okay, and then get this prioritized. Hello. Okay, bring you over. I think we can sort of make this a better industrial area. Because I have a strong feeling that the 4 lumber mills that we have are not going to keep up with the demand that we're about to give. So let's see. We'll pause all those. These are now unflooded. Perfect. These are also now no longer flooded. Right, so then that means that majority of this can actually go. So since we're here, we'll do that and that. Because then I'm just going to get rid of all of this once all of this is gone. Because we are in desperate need somewhat, I guess, of a second grist mill. Because it's just not been keeping up. So yeah, that's just going to have to get another one in there. This here, oh, they did pick that up. Awesome. So, let's see. Let's put a shaft there. Okay. Awesome. I guess, actually, what we could do, something like this. And then have let's see, we'll get rid of this path. Just get rid of this, basically the whole thing. Right, and then we'll do this just to get this connected, even though it's useless at the very moment. Let's see, though. So let's get... Cool, so that replaces what we have. Let's see, I can fit another one here. So we'll do this. Right, and then we'll have... like that. Okay, so... Awesome. So then I can have another one there. Perfect. Okay. This is going to mess with my OCD just a little bit, but we'll be fine. Let's see. So I have 2 gear workshops. Okay, so we'll do 2 more gear workshops. Let's do 4, actually. Not that we're going to be using a whole bunch of gears, but might as well have them, even if we're not using them. Bring this over. Let's see. Let's get a couple more smelters in here. Let's do 4. Yeah. Okay, so then we'll also do the grist mills. Let's see, I think this is going to be a perfect spot for a grist mill. Okay, and then we can do... We're not going to be really using that much dynamite, but, I mean, we might as well fit it in. This is not going to be a perfect spot for a grist mill. I lied. Also, a few episodes ago, I mentioned how there isn't a bad water rig or dome or any of the other water options. And I found out that in dev mode, they're all still here. So it just has to be because there's none of these options on the map. So that makes sense now. But anyways, let's see. So that's all connected. What else am I going to need? I'm going to need I think I'm just going to put 1 workshop. I mean, the only reason I have this one running is because we had like 15 extra beavers and I just didn't want everybody sitting there. But anyways, we are going to be out of pine resin at some point because I don't want to unpause the tapper shack. So, you know what, actually, we'll just pause it. We're not using them anyways, nor do we have a use for them at the very moment, so it's fine. Let's see. So, I came over here to put in a centrifuge. So that's going to go there, and this is a perfect spot for a grist mill. There we go. Okay. So now that we have 3, wait a second here. Yeah, we'll just do all 3 for wheat. I mean, not that we're producing cattails just yet, but yeah. Okay, and then nothing else has a recipe. Right, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay. All right, over here. That needs to be put in. All the rest of this has been. This just needs to be put in. But I can get rid of all of that. Okay, looks like they should be coming to do this one, and I stand corrected. They're doing that. Okay. All right, so those will get put in, and then that will get put in. That's probably what our queue is looking like. But what I do want to do, however, now that this area is completely blocked off, I do actually really need to come over here and do this. But that's a little bit difficult to do during a bad tide. I also don't like the way that looks, so we're just going to do that to match it with everything else. Right, so this also is that level. So I bet you we could just delete. Yeah, and have this flow out. into this also. Would, of course, just need a filter. So we'll do this. Let's come down here, and we'll have our filter come out this way. And I think I might be interested in having this be filtered a little bit differently than we have been. So let's do something like this. I guess that doesn't need to be there. Let's see. So have this come out. And that goes there. But have this. Oh, but this isn't going to work because if this comes and spills over, this is going to need to be sealed. Okay, so wait a second. We'll do this. Okay. Then with the impermeables, then we'll have to do singles along here. And this could be totally unnecessary, but it's what I want to do, so we're going to do that. Okay, so I guess that doesn't really fix now the issue that I had. So wait a second. Hold on. We're just going to start over here. We're just going to start over because bad water needs to come this way. So I almost want to move those. Okay, so let's do that, actually. Let's get rid of that entirely. So I want to have this come along this way. Let's see, I think one more here so that we can fit in our overhangs for this. Okay. So then we'll have that come along this way. We'll have clean water go that way, bad water go this way. So let's see, this is going to have to be like this, and then this like that. Right. I hope. Okay, so let's see. Let's get our platforms run along here. Okay, so now with this, our tunnel for bad water goes out that way. Okay, that's good now. Wish we could build that right now, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's see. Why has this not been built? Oh, was this... Did I start over here? Is that what they're doing? No. What are they doing? Oh, they're doing the dynamite. Oh, wow. They finished all that? Wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Let's detonate that. Wow. Yeah, didn't know they were going to do this. That was a lot quicker than I anticipated. But, let's see. I want this done first, though. So, because that's going to take... There's going to be a lot more in getting this, this set up. Yeah, because we're going to need to build an upper reservoir here, and then I want to put another reservoir here. Yeah, because I really just dislike how this reservoir how it doesn't last a full, I guess 35 days is our longest drought or bad tide duration. So yeah, I just want to have another way to you know, more water to have here. So let's see, I guess while they're doing this, actually no, I think I would rather have I am not thinking straight because this is gonna have to be run over to get that. Okay, hold on, wait a second now. Wait a minute. I want to pause these because I don't think we need to have these running right now, even though we are using bad water. You know what? No. Okay, hold on. Wait a second now. So, okay. I want... These are going to have to be doubles. And then these are going to have to be singles. So get the singles in here. Get the doubles across here. These are going to have to be impermeables. Not those. This, however. And then we'll have another reservoir built in here. Okay, so we'll see. This can get over. So let's get rid of this. And we'll just bring this path across here. So we'll go like that. Let's see. How many levels is this? 5. Huh, okay. So this is going to need to have more than 5 levels of water. Let's see. Actually, wait a second. Hold on. Let's come down here and let's do a little bit of math. So this is 11 times 19 is 209. So 209 square blocks. Okay, so gonna need to be more than that. So maybe we aim for like 300. So I guess, you know what? We can come out here. Wait a minute. I did that math wrong. So 209 blocks is 1 level times there was 5 levels. So that's 1045. So let's see here. This is 9 and 27. So that's 243. So probably maybe 7 high. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello. Okay, so let's see here. Maybe we should just do 8. Let's do 8. I think 8's just going to be the easiest, because then I feel like that's just almost going to guarantee, you know, that we have enough water to last. But who knows? I could be wrong. We also have to worry about filling both of these now. So that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so I'm hoping that they get this done first. So, you know what? Let's do this, because that's going to ensure that all of that gets done. These platforms here don't have to be done just yet, just because they can be done from as they do it, you know, along the side. So let's see. Let's get a path along here, because they're going to need this. Right? Okay, so then we'll get this ladder up here. And then we'll do another one on this side. Okay. Awesome. All right, so 243, let's see, is that 9 times 27 number times 8 is 1944. Okay, so yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, at least I hope that that's fine. But anyways, this is why this is here. So this is just a reminder for me as to how high I can put a mechanical water pump. But what this also means, though, let's see here. So now that we've got this up to 8, we're going to have these come across here. This is going to have to be like this, right? So how many can we fit here? 3. So, I mean, I guess that 3 is fine. Because I don't really necessarily... You know, let's actually straighten this out. Because I don't think I want all of the water. So, all of the water to come into here. Right, because we do still want water to fill the lower portion. Or maybe I do. Wait a second here. So let's get these put back in now that they're straightened out. So with the limit of 5 that these have, we're going to have to build something down here to bring the water level up with more pumps. Right, okay, so let's see. This is probably also 1. Yeah. Okay, so with that being 1, this can have up to, I guess, 5. Maybe possibly. Huh. Okay, wait a second. You know what? Huh. So all of this is now out of here. So we'll get this connected. These are no longer useful. You know what? Let's pause you also. Yeah, so let's just run out of our storage for now. Hopefully we can keep some of those beavers. Yeah. I mean, this is... Wow, they've actually made some decent progress on this. Okay, so you know what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I could fit 5 more in here. But I mean, these smaller ones are going to be out so quick. I don't think it's worth doing that. So, you know what? Actually, let's do... Well, no, this is close enough too. Because this one is scrap metal. But we are actually very close to being full of scrap metal. So, talking myself in and out of things in real time, folks. Let's do one of these. Let's get this set to scrap metal and get it prioritized. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, so... what also needs to happen? This with... the 2 like that, and then that one like that. Okay, so I'm just going to build this wall up to where it needs to be. Right, okay, so then our ladder goes there. Okay, and then we'll do this side once all of this gets taken out. Let's see, this is actually a lot close to being done than I was expecting for one day, but... you know, that's awesome. Okay, so I don't think we need... We've got 4,100 water. I'm just going to pause 3 of these. That should now have only 1 vacancy, but that's fine because it's the inventors, which we've got 34,000 science. So I don't think we'll be needing science anytime soon. Okay, but I do also want to have the beavers come down here to get rid of all of these trees. I don't think we necessarily need to collect them, but they definitely need to just go away. So let's do ladders here. Okay, bring this across. Bring a path out here. We'll do that. We'll do these now that a beaver doesn't actually have to come and do it. It just disappears. So that's perfect. We'll get rid of all of this too. No intention of having all that. We'll get rid of all of these. Okay. So this can come across here. Bring this over. We've got a staircase here. That'll get put in. This is going to need a staircase. Right, so then all that can be put in, you know, whenever it does. So we'll just have that path there as a gentle reminder. Okay. All right, so yeah, that'll happen when it happens. These though, I need to set these. So I want this to close above contamination of 1%, and this to close below contamination of 1%. It have nothing to do with depth. Okay. Awesome. I do think it might also be worth... Let's see. If we did something like this. The 6. Have a platform there, and then have another bridge. There we go. Okay, so we'll do something like that so we can get this put in so that this will stop producing bad water. We'll have all this come in because I want to get started on this this tunnel here. Because that also means, let's see. This is going to have to come out. That's going to have to come out. This is going to be a platform. This is going to need impermeables. Okay. So that'll happen when it happens. This I'm also going to completely deprioritize because, you know, no reason in having this. This did get built. Fantastic. So we'll set this to export so that haulers come and take everything away. You know what? Since we have the science, might as well unlock the mine. Just put these in, get them paused, and lowest possible priority. Same with this one over here. Okay. There we go. Wow, majority of this dynamite has been put in. So let's see. We'll get rid of this one. They're still working on this, which is honestly surprising. Oh, no, it's not surprising because we don't have any planks. Okay, so we're going to do this. Let's see. Oh, I've only got one running. Well, that'll do it. Yeah, okay. All right. For the sake of everyone's ears, we're going to come in here. Not that one, this one. For the inventors, we'll pause all of those so that we now have, well, we should have had more than 2, but I mean, we've only got 2 now, so now we've got 5 unemployed beavers to work here. So this is really funny. They can't put these in because we don't have planks, but we can't make planks because they can't put these in. That's really funny, actually. Honestly. It's also really funny that they're doing this one and not doing this one, which I feel like should have been done first, but that's fine. There we go. This now can be put in. Let's see. This was what, 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so, I mean, we've only got 6 extra beavers, but that's fine. Because all of these 3 are now done. I can also pause the foresters, since they can't plant anything. And I think the next one that we fully remove is going to be this one. So I'm actually just going to pause these 2 scavenger flags. And maybe, you know what we can do? get the smelters up. Yeah, because then we can start working through some of this scrap metal. So maybe what we also do, get a couple more underground piles. Yeah, for metal block storage. I want to get rid of this mountain so bad. So bad. Okay, so let's get this put in here. We'll get these to kind of just a high priority, I guess. Not a very high. Get these, not scrap metal, metal blocks. There we go. Copy and paste. Perfect. Okay, all right. So that should be fine. We still have water in here. Oh my goodness. Forgot about that. Okay. Although I guess we've only got a day left in this bad tide, so maybe it's worth just keeping that in there, right? And then we'll let these fill this up, and now this is already what, 2 blocks, I think, if I would have to say. Oh no, far off of 2 blocks. Far off of 2 blocks. Okay, but that's fine. Because let's see, where are we? All of this is now put in. Fantastic. Okay. All right. So you're working there. Let's see, we've got 3 extra beavers, which is going to be in those 3 smelters. That's perfect. That's perfect, actually. That works out amazingly. Right. Yeah, and so now, not that we need it, but we do have, water here that we can come and collect. But again, not needed, so I don't think there's a point in doing that. But anyways, let's see. 0.3 days left in this bad tide, so everything's going to start filling and all that. So then what we can do is pause the bad water pumps, because that'll give us just a couple more beavers to mess around with. Okay, awesome. Bad tide is over. All this is gonna flow off. This is already cleaning itself. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so these, we're just still waiting on planks, I imagine. Yeah. I don't know why they don't just do yes, I do. All of the impermeables. Does this one need to be flushed out that way? No, maybe not. Okay, so this is now filling up. What's your percentage? 45. Okay, not happy about that, but, these things happen. Let's see. So once this fills up, it's going to get down into this bottom level, but we're so close to having that done. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? We don't have enough time to build. Yeah, let's see. That's already coming out. Okay. We don't have enough time to get beavers over here to build like a wall or something there. So, yeah, because it's already... Yeah, okay. Well, that's unfortunately. We are going to get all of those beavers back, though, so that's fine. Which is actually really good because we are going to need beavers to work in the pumps. Which hopefully start soon, because what are we doing here? Why do I feel like this now takes so much longer than it used to? I feel like we used to be pumping on day 2, at least. Huh. Okay, well. Do they maybe need a storage or something? That could be it. That could be it. I don't need this path anymore, though. There it is. Okay. I mean, that's a lot dirtier than I feel like I would prefer it, but that's fine. So those can go. These are still working, which is incredible that it's still at 18%. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? At least this is all filled now. So let's see. We've got a whole bunch of beavers back. Unemployed. We'll do this. I want to get started on this too. So this is going to happen next episode. Getting all this done. Yeah, because we've got way too many unemployed beavers to not have as much as possible going on. So I guess really what we could do, get more of this running. Yeah, that's probably our best option. How in the world? We are basically done with day 3. How is this not clean? Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's so very annoying. Huh. Okay, well, you know what? I do want to set this down to 1%, though. Is this one set to 5? This one is set to 5. Probably because it was taking them too long to get that all done. So maybe we do 10. Because let's see, we're gonna get a bad tide warning today, right? Oh no, we should have gotten it already. Okay, well that's awesome. Let's see, at least now that's all done. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this path too, because this is completely unnecessary. I'm just getting rid of all of the unused paths. Because I'm hoping that will help with the later game. You know how it uses the CPU and everything. And the more paths that we have, the more the CPU has to do, giving less frames type thing. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. Even though I mean I've got all of this, which is completely unnecessary. Right. Well, let's see. I do want these to be in though. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this highest prioritized, because that should happen by the end of, I guess, well, the next day. Because I want to get started on this, because this is going to take quite a while to evaporate. Oh, but we've got a drought anyways, so that's even better. Unfortunate that it's happening now, when all of our reservoirs are not full yet, so... I guess really what I should have done is had this, instead of draining into here, drain into this one. Which, I mean, you know, I still can. I still can. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's what we do. Think that might just have to be. Yeah, because I also want to get rid of this bridge and make it, platforms. So, you know what? Let's just lay this in. You know what? Let's, or I guess, actually, let's do... I didn't think that was going to be 6, but that's fine. So this can all come across here. I want this put in because I want this collected. And then, let's see. I'm going to get this connected. Even though it's not built yet, this is going to be where power connects for the pumps that are going to be in this area. So, let's see here. This can come over. And then this can come along this way. and connect there. And then that will be there, of course. Okay, so day and a half. We haven't started pumping, which we can't really anymore. I guess we could kind of do it at here, but I mean, I feel like I would rather just have water collected. Even though I guess in this position it can evaporate, which isn't really what we want, but I mean, I guess it's just better that we have it at all. Let's see, what are we up to here? 3.5. Okay, that's fine. Also just gonna pause this because there's no point in really having it running. Which is kind of another thing that I wanted to have happen. But now that I'm seeing how this all is, we are really never gonna have this fill up, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe I guess once we get everything else hooked up here, it might, but I don't think so. That's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate, but it's fine. Huh. Well, maybe. Never say never, I guess. It is astonishing how little they've done here. Are we out of explosives? No. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. This is going to have to be logs, actually. Because they're going to need a lot of logs for this. I don't really want to pause this, but... Huh. You know what? I'm going to unpause this, and then we'll unpause just everything else. Yeah. Let's see. So, is this producing? Kind of. Yeah, so like this would be an amazing opportunity to have this reservoir being filled and then the other reservoir that I want to put here being filled also. Huh. Okay. So okay, well, anyways, this episode is about a little bit over an hour. So I think now is as good a time as any to end, and then we can get working on everything else that I want to plan out. We can get working on in episode 14. Yeah, that's just what's going to happen. So, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.